This video you are watching is an interview by Engr, Muazu Magaji granted to Channels TV in 2022. The video is currently resonating and trending across various social media platforms, likely due to the current challenges facing our nation and the points he raised. His performance in the interview was remarkable, and I commend his intellectual acumen. I am aware that many people from the southern part of Nigeria hold the belief that the North is the major problem in this country. However, this assertion might be somewhat of a generalization or stereotyping. Watch a portion of this video, and afterward, I will analyze some of the points he raised from the interview.
And the honest truth to me is simple, that we can accuse each other, we can point fingers. The question is, who is actually better off? I'm a northerner, I'm from Kano State, and I had been accused by colleagues and brothers in a very civil political discussion of dominating the polity, dominating the economy, and dominating the security. So I asked the question, if I dominate the polity, I have the president. Yes, I have the executive council and appointees that are constitutional, just like every other state. But what is my economic situation? And what is my security situation today? So the question is it working for me if I dominate somebody? It's not. The question is, look at all the indices of development. The North today is actually worse off. Security, education, prosperity, development, I don't know. What have you? The North is not very well positioned. In fact, other parts of the country that have been pushed off in opposition space have managed to organize themselves into a survival mode and come up with a credible economic and development model. So I will say to you that, look, I think this country needs to be reviewed, and I think need to be fairly and equitably structured. I've always advocated for what I call development federalism. Development federalism, in my view, is a consensus by the 6 regions and Abuja to create a development template over time and devolve power gradually to the regions and to the states. The truth of the matter is, we all need to go back to our states. If all the states are working, the federation will be working, because development is not in isolation. Everywhere you go, it's either a local government or the state. So if you devolve power to the local government and to the states, and then create an economic investment template in the form of development federalism, which basically bring the potential of South-South to be an oil and gas hub in Africa, we will stop importing petroleum products. We will stop importing things that we should be exporting, and we will become net exporters of that product. The Southeast, we all know, are very ingenious people with technology, manufacturing, and trading. Please, let us invest heavily. Let us leverage on our resources to and raise the capital to invest heavily in manufacturing so that we don't import things from India. We don't import things from China. We import and we produce these things we need for agriculture and for our transportation and other industrial machinery in the East. It's doable. I've been to Newi, I've been to the industrial hub of Aba. I have seen what the East can do. We will be proud to say, made in Aba, produced in Aba, made in Nigeria. And we will all be proud citizens. And the economy of the East will be a net contributor to the center.
Nigeria's system of government, modeled after that of the United States, is rooted in a federal structure. In the U.S., each of the 50 states enjoys a certain degree of autonomy, allowing them to operate independently from the central government. This independence enables states to craft laws and economic policies tailored to their unique circumstances while contributing to the federal government through taxes. Historically, Nigeria operated under a regional system of government during the colonial era. The country was divided into 4 regions: Northern, Western, Eastern, and Midwestern, each led by a premier. These regions had significant autonomy to develop their own economic policies, leading to remarkable achievements, such as the establishment of premier universities like Obafemi Awolowo University, Ahmadu Bello University, and the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. During this period, Nigeria experienced considerable economic growth as the regions contributed financially to the central government. However, concerns from minority groups about marginalization under this system led to the eventual creation of states. After the Nigerian Civil War, decades after the creation of the 36 states, modeled after the U.S. federal system, questions arise about Nigeria's economic progress. Has the country advanced economically compared to the years of the regional system? That answer, unfortunately, is clear to many. Progress has been elusive. Since the Civil War, the North has held power for most of these years. One might have expected this to lead to significant economic development, particularly in the North. However, the opposite is true. The North remains the poorest region in Nigeria, despite not being as directly impacted by the Civil War as the Southeast. This reality underscores that holding power alone does not guarantee economic progress. Instead, restructuring the nation to address immediate challenges effectively is crucial. The sincerity of Nigerian leaders in making the system work through effective policy formulation is often questioned. A president with genuine intentions of addressing past wrongs and solving the country's myriad challenges must begin by acknowledging Nigeria's diversity, uniqueness, and strength. Currently, Nigeria's 36 states are not functioning to their full potential because ultimate power resides with the federal government. In a true federal system, the three tiers of government, federal, state, and local should operate independently and effectively. However, in Nigeria, the federal government dominates, while state governments underperform, and local governments are nearly non-existent. This centralized system breeds widespread corruption and is expensive to maintain. To move forward, Nigeria must consider a system of government that works for its unique circumstances, such as regionalism. For example, the only functional seaport in Nigeria is located in Lagos, which is not centrally positioned. This situation makes importing goods expensive, especially for those in the eastern parts of Nigeria. Moreover, Nigeria's economy is overly reliant on oil, a monoeconomy vulnerable to fluctuations in oil prices. This dependency has resulted in consistently low GDP growth. To address this, the system must be restructured to allow each region to develop at its own pace. The Southeast, with its ingenuity and technology, can be a hub for innovation. The South-South, rich in mineral resources, could become a commercial oil hub for Africa. The Southwest, as Nigeria's industrial and export hub, should be empowered to oversee its activities. The North, with its agricultural potential, could feed the nation and export to other countries if given the right support. In conclusion, Nigeria's current federal structure needs restructuring to reflect its diversity and regional strengths. By allowing each region to develop independently while contributing to the central government, Nigeria can achieve sustainable economic growth and development. This approach would not only address current challenges, but also lay the foundation for a more prosperous and equitable future.